off to a good start this year again, and I just love the competitiveness of his at bats in spring training, and we talked to Buck Britton yesterday about he's really swinging the bat well. So hopefully he can give us some good ABs up here, and we're excited to give him an opportunity.
How confident are you in his ability to play second at a major league level?
Well, I thought he did a good job in spring training for us this year. I think he's made strides. I know that they worked hard on it in Norfolk, as long as corner outfield play also. But this is a different level, and it is faster up here, and especially on this turf, it's going to be even faster. But I think he's made big strides defensively, and I'm going to give him a chance to play.
Seen so many of these exciting young guys make their debuts over the past few years. I mean, it's still exciting every time you get to bring one of these guys up.
Yeah. I mean, the credit to Mike and the staff and the player development staff. We got another guy to the big leagues. It's unbelievable what they've done in a short amount of time. How many guys have made their debuts, and guys that Mike's drafted, and another guy that's put up huge numbers in the minor leagues, and was as patient as possible, waiting his turn. Well, guys were having successful seasons up here. Injuries happen, and that's why you have to be ready down there. And Connor's going to get an opportunity, but we're excited for him.
So many of these guys have come up are left-handed. What kind of strengths or challenges does that present?
Whether being left-handed?
All these lefties like Gunnar and Kauser and Kerstad and Stowers. I mean, just having to kind of balance, getting righties in the lineup versus getting these guys every day at bats.
Well, you want to have a balanced as lineup as possible and a balanced as team as possible. We've done a better job against right-handed pitching this year, so I'm excited about that. Left-handed pitching. We've done a better job left-handed against left-handed pitching this year, and we do have a lot of lefty bats. But I think we're fairly balanced, and it's just you just try to mix and match and give guys playing time.
He's actually played more games in the outfield this year than second base. What reports have you got? Would you be comfortable putting him out there?
Yeah, I would, but it would be. I mean, we have some capable outfielders already here, so it's primarily going to be in the infield at second base, and but you never know. Things happen in a game where I need to move people around, and if that was the case, then I would put him in the corner outfield.
Where's Dean Kramer at in his program? Did he throw a bullpen today?
Yeah, he threw a light side today, and sounds like it went well, and just progressing from there.
Is late in this series too soon for Dean?
This series? Way too soon. Yeah.
This team has gotten so much better over the years against AL East opponents. What do you attribute to that?
I think it's been pretty good against most opponents the last 3 years. I think we have like the third best record in the game the last few years. So we've been playing good baseball, and pitching against AL East opponents is something we couldn't do my first few years here, and done a lot better job of that the last couple of years of being able to pitch to these type of lineups and these type of environments in the ballparks you play in the AL East. So it's pretty much the pitching has improved, tremendously to be able to give us a chance offensively.
John Means had his second Tommy John surgery today. I know you spoke to it a lot on Friday, but knowing that had to be the outcome for him, just how disappointed are you for him, knowing how hard he worked to come back the first time?
No, it's like we talked about the other day. It's a big blow, and I know that he's, he tried to get through that day in St. Louis, and unfortunately, there's a lot of Tommy Johns happening right now, and Means he's, I thought he did it was really admirable of how hard he worked to come back, and it's just it's really disappointing to see him having to miss another significant amount of time after this next one.
You have Irvin and Suarez able to come up and be the starters in place of those injured players. Does it make it tough on the bullpen than it does in the rotation?
Well, I mean, if short starts make it tough on the bullpen, and when you get deeper, lengthier starts, that's always way more helpful. And we had a short one a couple days ago, which kind of sets you back, and we were really short yesterday, and you'd love to give guys a couple days off. That pitched an extended period of time. We're not the healthiest right now in the bullpen. We're not as fresh as we could possibly be, but we've been here before, and hopefully we can do as good a job as we can of keeping these guys as healthy as we can going forward.